Hi, I'm Mike Skiff with Real Gay TV at the Human Rights Campaign dinner in Los Angeles.
My name is Mitch Ward. I'm the mayor of Manhattan Beach.
And what brings you to the HRC dinner this night?
Well, I'm also a member of the LGBT community, so it's about standing up for civil rights for all Californians and all people here in the United States. And so I'm just out here to show my support.
They've been under a lot of pressure to hold President Obama's feet more closely to the fire regarding gay civil rights. Do you have any feelings about that? Has he shown enough spine in his position as president, or do you think there's more he could be doing?
Well, absolutely, I believe that the president could do more, and I want him to do more. I'm an Obama precinct captain, and when I was out there campaigning for him, it was about making swift change. That means eliminating the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and the Defense of Marriage Act. So we want the president to act, and we want him to act quickly. I understand that there's a lot of things that's been on his plate for the last year, but civil rights of Californians and Americans are foremost and paramount for me and for other members of the LGBT community. So we want the president to move, and we want him to move swiftly on this item.
There's not a lot of necessarily tolerance at times for bi people.
There isn't, I'm getting it from both ends. I get, there's kind of a negative connotation about being bisexual with the gay community and the straight community, but I think it's, if I were to, a lot of people say that I'm doing it as a transition, or I'm doing it, I'm saying I'm bisexual just to make things easier on me. But I came out on national television. There's really nothing that I have to hide now. So I just think that people, gay and straight, just need to accept all sorts of people as they are, and especially the gay community, because they have experience with not being accepted for who they are. And so if they're gonna do the same thing to the bisexual community, I just think that's a little hypocritical.
Because you may get pressure that you're not accepting who you really are, right?
No, exactly. I get that sometimes. I've had many interviews where people ask me, "Hey, so when are you going to come out and say you're gay, really? And when are you going to face the facts and everything like that?" And I just tell them that I am what I am, and I'm not going to change for the sake of your interview.
I heard you talking to the other crew here about one of the things that maybe straight people didn't know, that gay people wanted to get married. Is there a possibility that everything even just happened so quick for the gay community, with the courts coming down saying you can go ahead and get married, that it actually wasn't really in the conscience of gay people, that this was something that they could be and who they could be as far as full citizens?
I think we're living in an amazing time, and I think you're right. This is happening at almost breakneck speed. And I think the body blow of Prop 8, it was, a deep wound for a lot of us, but I'm hoping that it is one zig on a road of zigging and zagging, and I think we're on an arc that bends towards justice. I really do. But I think, the most remarkable thing about it was seeing the organization that did happen in a very short time prior to the vote, but also the tremendous literal outpouring of people into the streets after it happened. I mean, we did something that caused right-wing bigots to call it anti-family rioting. Of course, it was no such thing, but that's how impressive a display it was, And these were a lot of people. My generation used to be referred to by the editors of The Advocate as the apathetic middle, and we're apathetic no longer.
How do we clean up this mess with gay civil rights in America and California?
Well, I really, it's a great question, but I will tell you, we are cleaning it up. And that's the important thing to keep your eye on. In the big picture, we're winning. In the big picture, the world is transforming. And I know oftentimes it's easy to focus on what's right in front of you. And what's right in front of us is a lot of upset and a lot of issues that need to be worked out. But in the big picture, we are moving mountains. And that's why I'm here tonight, to honor that.
Johnny Weir has not been invited to go on the tour of the Olympic stars around the country, which was going to be going to city for city, because he wasn't deemed family friendly enough. Do you have any feelings?
Well, it's funny you bring that up, because I've actually discussed Johnny Weir. I think the guy is so talented. If he would focus a little bit more on his skating and just bring home that medal and show all the young kids that might want to come out or all want to become a gold medalist, that when he wins that gold medal, that's when he becomes a true example role. And right now, I must say, I don't think sometimes he does the things for the right reasons. Let him skate. He is such a talented guy. I mean, and I only would love to support him and say, you know what, Johnny, do what you want to do, but win that gold medal, because that's the best example you can be. Be an example role rather than provoke and say, this is me, because I truly believe that deep inside, he's just this humble guy that wants to win the competition. So he needs to focus on that.
Congratulations on having the courage to come out and
Yeah,
stuff.
thank
How's life been for you now with that?
Just as dull as it was before. You know, it hasn't really changed an awful lot. I get more offers to more Pride events, but
Any more Lifetime movies?
do you know, they're not making many Lifetime movies anymore, and I've pretty much aged myself out of them, you know. So I guess it's my fault.
Involvement with HRC, is it this evening? Has it been ongoing?
Well, I've done a lot of like Pride events and just a lot of stuff in the gay community, and I have an amazing fan base through them, and I embrace them and they embrace me. And you know, I was invited out here to perform, and I said, hell yeah, I'm coming out right now. So,
And guys, looking this way one more time. There we go, beautiful.
I'd say just know that there are plenty of straight people out there who fully support you and are doing everything we can and are voting in your favor. And we want to attend your weddings as much as we want you to attend our weddings.